Today we are going to take a closer look here at Webador and how to build a beautiful website just like this one. We will go through everything step by step, and I will show you how to edit the text, upload your own images and videos, and add new pages to your website. I promise you, you don't need any coding skills for that because everything can be done with the simple drag and drop builder from Webador. So let's get started. Before we start, down in the description of this video, you will find the link to Webador. It's a partner link, just the first one here, and it will provide you with a free trial to Webador so you can test everything out for free. And at the same time, you're helping me and my channel to grow, and I can make more videos for you in the future. So thank you a lot if you're using my link. Just click on it and it will bring you to a site looking like this or similar. And here you can sign up with your email, just choose a password. And once you've done that, you will land on this page here. And here you can choose what kind of website do you want to create, just a simple website, an online store or a blog, but we want to continue with a website. And now we can give it a name. I will just make a website for myself as a YouTuber, and then you hit create website. And now you can say, okay, I want the website pre-filled with content, or you can start from scratch. But I would advise you choose this one. And now you can choose what kind of business you're in. For example, I'm in education because I teach people how to build websites. And down here, you can tell the AI of Webador a little bit about your business or your website project. And for me, for example, I'm Julian Weber and I teach people on YouTube how to build websites. And then you can click continue. And here you can choose what kind of websites do you want to have on your page. For example, a home page, a contact page, an about page, and maybe an FAQ page. But I'm happy with these three. I click continue. And now you can directly choose to have a professional domain or a professional mailbox, but I will deselect it because we want to start for free. Therefore, I click continue. And here we can choose a design, but don't worry about this too much because we can later on change everything inside the editor. So I will just click next. And now they ask you if you want to register your domain already. You can choose to do that, but I will just do this at the end of the tutorial. And here they prompt you with their pricing, and they actually have a nice offer because when you choose to pay yearly, you get 6 months for free on any plan, or later on you pay this price at the bottom here. Depending on your region, you have your own currency. But I will continue to choose the free plan, and I have to click here, continue with free. They actually kind of guide you into the professional plan, of course, because they're business, but I'm good with the free plan. And now the editor of Webador opens up. And now the website is already pre-filled with some content here, empowering you to build websites with confidence, start learning. So they took our prompt and then they put in some pictures, some questions, and even the contact page or contact section here. But this is just the template they provided us. And now I will show you how to edit everything here on the page. It's very straightforward. Here on the left, you have all the content elements. For example, a title, a text, images. Down here, you also have videos. You have audio, tables, columns, and so on. We will get to that in a minute, but I want to show you that everything is also already optimized for mobile. So you can switch to the mobile view up here, and then you can see that the template is already ready for mobile, and you don't really have to do anything to optimize it for mobile. And the website is already live, so it's under a temporary domain here. So here you can see temporary. So Webador provides you with a free URL here, so you can copy this already and share it with your partner, and they can also take a look at the website while you build it. So that's pretty cool that it's already live, but later on we can also publish it under our own domain, but I will show you that in a minute. So I would suggest let's start. Up here, you have your logo. You can either have just a text, for example, for me, julianweber.com. This is my normal URL and domain, but you can also upload your own logo. So you can choose logo here or logo and text and then upload your own logo. But I think a text is for the beginning, it's enough. And then you have the menu. We can change that by changing the pages here. We will get to this in the second part of the video. But first, let's start editing the content on our homepage here. here. So here you have a banner and we can click on edit, and here we can upload our own images. For example, I can just go here and click on upload, and then you can just drag and drop images from your desktop, or you can upload images here. Or, which is also pretty cool, Webador has over 2 million free stock photos. So when I type in website, then I can just select one of these images from the stock photo gallery, and then I can just click save, and it will automatically add me this picture to my homepage. And now, since we have 2 pictures in here, this is a kind of a slider, so you can just click around and you can add more pictures, or you can choose to delete the first one because it's not our picture. So I can choose to have this picture. And now you have the option to just take the picture, or just the title, or a title and the picture. I will choose this one because I think it's pretty cool. And now we can have a slogan here. For example, I can just type in, I help you to build your dream website, and people should just contact me. So I can just click here, contact. And then of course, every button should link to something, and therefore we can click on change. And now you have the option to link to your sites on your website. For example, we have the contact page already on our site as a dummy site. So I can choose this option. And now if someone clicks the button, they will directly land on the contact page. But you can also choose to link to a product or a post, like a blog post, or you can have the option to link to a different site, for example, your Instagram account or your YouTube account. And you also have the options for contact, like email and phone number, but I will show you that in a minute. So I'm good with the contact page. Then I can hit save. And for some reason, it didn't took the name for the button. So I will just contact. Yeah. Now it's on there, and now I have to click save because this is just for the banner, and now we have the first banner edited. So now you already know how to change texts, buttons and images. So we are pretty much done here. No, I'm just kidding, but we can do a lot more with that. But you already know how to edit the basic content types. And now it's all about building your site step by step. So your site is built in layers. So this is the first section. Down here you have another section. And so it's built on top of each other like Lego blocks. And we can just go ahead and build our own section here. Therefore, I will just delete this section, and then I will just pull over my own section. So here you have your sections, and you can just drag this up here. And then you will be greeted with a pop-up, and you have different sections to add. For example, here are some popular options. For example, a welcome section with some images, an about us section, a frequently asked questions section, a service section, and here you have some categories. So we can just choose this template, or we can build our own section by starting with an empty section. And then you can just go ahead and drag the content elements in here. But first, I want to show you that you also can divide your sections in columns. So here now we have different columns, 1, 2, 3, and I just need 2 columns. So I can just delete this one, and then I can drag in an image on the left side and a title on the right side and some text. And now we will just fill this with content. So I can just click on the image, choose image, and then I can upload my own images. For example, I have a portrait of myself here, and then I can just upload this one. And here I can just say, hey, I'm Julian. And now I need an intro text about myself. And of course, I don't write them myself. I use ChatGPT, so I can just give it a prompt. So I just said, I'm Julian Weber, a YouTuber making website tutorials for people. Please write me an info section for my website. And now I can just take this text, copy it, go back to my website, and then just paste it in. And so we have a perfect and about me text here. Of course, you would go ahead, read it, make it a little bit better, make it your own. But this is already life-saving because we don't have to text everything ourselves. And you can also put links inside the text. So you can just double click, for example, on YouTuber, and then click on insert a link. And then I can just copy the URL of my YouTube channel and click on web page. And then I can just put in my YouTube handle here and then click save. So whenever someone clicks on the text here on YouTuber, they will be directly guided to my YouTube channel. So this is pretty cool. But you also have the options to just place a button down here so people can just follow you on YouTube. Or Webador also has some social icons here. So you can put some social icons up here and add profiles. So here I could add my Facebook handle, my Instagram handle, and my YouTube handle, and it will automatically link them to my social media profiles. So So this is a cool About Me section. And if I want to give it more space here for the text, I can just pull the handle to the left, and then the text gets a little bit bigger and the picture gets a little bit smaller. And of course, if I don't like the square picture, Webador has the option to round the corners, and now it's a little bit rounded, or we make it a circle so it looks like this. So this is pretty cool that we can customize everything as we want. And now I'm not too happy that it's so close to the banner option here, so I can choose the content element of space. So you have a divider or just some white space. I can place it here and I can make it bigger or smaller and just put some white space here. And now we already have the logo, we have the menu, we have a banner, an About Me section, and now you would do the same with your services. So whatever you offer, you can just change the pictures and you can change the headlines and the description, and of course link the buttons to your service sites, which we will create in a minute. And if you want to add a service, you can just click add a column, and then you can just copy paste these elements just on the drop down here, just duplicate it, and then you drag it in, and suddenly you have like 4 different services. And you can also just delete them, and then you have just 3 services. Same goes with the frequently asked questions. Just click on edit content, and then you can type in your frequently asked questions. Or if you don't want to have them, you can just delete the whole section entirely on your website, and then you just have your quote here and your contact section. And yeah, we will do this on the contact page, so I will skip this for now. Now you know how to add images, texts, and buttons, and even your social media icons. And of course, you can also just add videos. So for example, if I want to have an example for my tutorials here, I can just click on the video here and select the video, and then I just put in the URL of my YouTube video, and then I can hit upload video, and it will automatically put one of my tutorials here on the homepage. So just browse through. Here you have all the basic content elements, then some content elements to give it some structure, like the sections, the columns, the white space, the tables, or like collapsibles, like for the FAQ, and some media. You can also have some audio, or you can have a download file for like a free ebook or some documents, and even have a photo album. And one last thing, which is really nice, they also have a new app feature here. So you can click on it or just drag it in somewhere. And then this pop-up appears, and here you have different options. For example, you can bring in your Instagram photos and reels from Instagram or from Facebook. Or for example, if you're a DJ, you can connect Spotify to your website. You can have Airbnb, like a snippet in there for your Airbnb, and people can book it from your website. You have Calendly for bookings, or SoundCloud, Amazon. So all major software companies are here, all major platforms like Canva, YouTube, or even GoFundMe. So if you have a fundraiser, you can also use GoFundMe and put it on your homepage. And this is pretty cool that you have all these options with Webador now. And so you can really extend the functionality of your website by using all these apps. It's pretty new, and you just click on it, and then you can put in your Instagram URL and click add, and it will automatically pull your images and videos. Same goes for Facebook, just your Facebook URL. And I don't know, with Airbnb, it also just goes with the URL, and it will just place your listing from Airbnb on your homepage. So just to make sure that you've seen it, because it's down here, I don't know why they hide it down here. It should be way more up because it's a cool feature, but all the basic content elements are up here. And now this is the homepage, and you would go ahead and edit everything to your liking. But of course, a website has more than one page, and therefore we can click on pages. And we see here we have the homepage, the about page, and the contact page. And let's go to the contact page and see what they already put in here. So this is pretty nice because we can just change the location. For example, I am based in Berlin, Germany, and I can just hit enter, Berlin, Germany. So now it's centered in Berlin, and then you can type in your location and your phone number, for example, +49, and then you can just type it in. And here, one really good trick, you can also link your phone number. So click on insert link, and then on contact, and then on phone number, and you type in your phone number and click save. And now when someone from mobile clicks on the phone number, it will directly dial your number. And same goes with your email. So this is my email, and I will also link the email. And now if someone clicks on the email, it will automatically open up Outlook, and then you can just directly send an email to me. Or you use this contact field here, and here you can of course add more form fields. So you can edit the form, and then you can add more fields, for example, asking for the birth date or for the domain of the company which is contacting you here. So this is quite flexible. You can just add more stuff here. This is pretty straightforward, but you can also just add more sections here. So just pull it in, and maybe you can add another section here, for example, contact section. This also looks pretty cool. So you can have this banner here and add this to your website if you like. Yeah, but this is the contact page. I think there's not much to say about it. Let's go back to the about page. And here I don't like the title of the page, so I will just go to the settings, and here I can just change the name and to just about. I think that's enough. And down here you have some SEO settings. So this is how your site will appear in Google. And here you have the page title and the page description, which is displayed here. And please make sure that you use some keywords for every site. So you, first of all, make it for every site on your website, and then inside the page title use some keywords describing your business or your offer, and repeat those keywords inside the description, because then you have a fair chance on ranking on Google. And you can also have a social media image. So this is the image when, for example, someone shares your domain on WhatsApp, they see a small preview picture of your homepage, for example. And yeah, make sure you also have a social media image for every site. You can also just use their stock photos. So I don't know, I can just choose this one and it will be directly here. And this just looks more professional if every page of your website has these meta information ready. So make sure you do this. Choose to use ChatGPT for this. It will help you a lot. And here you have some extra settings. And this is really important if you don't want to have a site inside your menu. For example, some legal pages like in data privacy or something, which you just want to link in the footer of your website. Then you can just deselect it and it won't be displayed anymore inside the menu on your homepage. But for the about page, I'm good to have it on my menu. So I click save. And when we want to edit the site, we can just go here. And unfortunately, the about page is kind of empty. So we can just go ahead and fill it with some content. And I will do it really quickly to show you how easy it is with Webador. So you can just choose to add a section, go on people, click on meet the team. And here is your team story. And then you go on people again and you can add your team, and we can go again and click on contact. And then we can add this, maybe our office here, and type in the contact information already here. And maybe we also just want to add an empty section, choose a headline here, describe it as our office, center the text, and then we want to add some photo gallery. So photo album just here. And now you can upload your own pictures from your office, and you can also upload a dia show like a slideshow or this photo album. And this is pretty cool. This would be a lovely about us page. You can describe your mission here and your team. Then you can upload the team members, their pictures, describe their function in the company, and of course choose your own picture from your office or your location and just put your office hours here. And then you have a perfect about page. So this is pretty nice. And we already have now 3 sites. You know how to add them: the homepage, the about page, and the contact page. And feel free to add more sites. And one really cool thing about Webador is now we don't have to change the design of the site individually, because we can go on design. And here you have your accent color. So you can just click on it. And here you have the hex color code, which is always hashtag followed by 6 digits. So every color on the internet has its own code. But this is the one, the orange, which we use here. And then we can just keep it, or you choose to have your own brand color, then you can just change it here. But the best part is that you have different templates. So you can click on change template. And this was the basic template, which I kind of like because it's very clean. But Webador has a lot more templates to offer. So with a click of a button, you can just click on this one, for example, and Webador changes the appearance of your entire site. So that's pretty cool. We don't really have to do anything because everything is already handled by Webador. So these are the same content elements which we had before, but in an entire different look of the site. And you have many more templates you can choose. For example, here for cooking. So this looks a little bit different. Or for example, this one is really nice, different style. So yeah, just play around with it, whatever template looks best for you. And I actually like this one because this looks very modern. so I can keep it and then just continue editing it. Just click save. And here you have your accent colors, so you can choose to change this, but I will just keep it. And I'm pretty happy with this template. And of course you have your store here, and I will show you this in another tutorial, how to add an online store to your website so you can sell physical or digital products. But before we publish the website under our own domain, we click settings, and here you have some general settings. So the name of the website, julianweber.com, for example, and you can choose your language, your time zone, and you can also have a cookie notification if you're, for example, in Europe. And really important, you can upload your favicon. So when you have a logo, this is the small icon you see up here. If you don't change it, it will be the Webador logo, and I don't like it that much. So make sure you change it to your own logo. So just select the file and upload it and just go through. You can also add contributors to your website, so people helping you designing the site, and yeah, just go through. But we just need to do one last step, because so far we have our website under our own dummy domain, but of course we want to have our own domain connected. Therefore, we can click on publish, and then I can search for the ideal domain name which I want to have. For example, I don't know, julianweber12.com, and this is free actually, so I won't buy it now because it's just an example for the tutorial, but I will just continue for you. And now you have the option to choose a plan from Webador. As said at the beginning, they're all for free for the first 6 months, and it's quite simple actually. The Lite plan just gives you a free domain, so a basic website with your own domain. The Pro plan gives you a basic website plus an online store for 10 products and your own mailbox. So you can be like contact@julianweber.com, for example. And the business plan gives you an XL mailbox, so some more storage, and an online store with unlimited products. So, but if you don't need a mailbox and if you don't need an online store, you're good to go with this one. But if you want to sell something on your website and have your professional email address, then you can choose this one. And now you have the option to choose annually, and you get 6 months for free, or you choose to pay monthly. And in the next step, you can just type in your address, and then you can pay with Visa or credit card, and then you have your subscription. And at the end, you will get your own domain, julianweber.12.com. It will take up to half an hour to an hour, and then it will be connected, and your website will be live under your own domain, and people can just click on your domain and open up your website. So this was how you build a website with Webador. I hope you like it. As said, you will find the link to Webador down in the description. So thank you a lot if you use it. And if you're down there, please give it a thumbs up. This will tell YouTube that this was a good video. And yeah, see you in the next video. Thank you for listening. Bye.